All right. Good evening, Mabuhay Philippines. Good morning and good afternoon to all over the world. Once again, this is Jay hosting the live interview with Mr. Tourism World 2019, Danial Hansen. He is on the backstage right now, and he's so excited to meet us. And for the second time here at Pageant Trend, once again, he is Mr. Tourism World 2019 winner, and he is all the way from Malaysia. So let us all welcome Daniel Hansen.
Hey everyone, mabuhay to all of you Philippines. Thank you for always supporting me since day one of my pageant journey. And I just want to say one, and oh yeah, I'm Danial Hansen. I'm your Mr. Tourism World 2019. And apparently, Mr. Tourism World is going to be occurring end of this year. So I'm going to be passing over my sash and my title. So sad for me, but fun fact about me is I just love to work out. I just love to spend time with my family, and I love to sing in the toilet. That's the fun fact about me.
All right. Thank you so much, Daniel Hansen from Malaysia. Ayan. Before we start our live session for tonight, let me inform you that we are also live at our YouTube channel, Pageant Trend. So if you are new to our channel, don't hesitate to subscribe and also click the notification bell so that you will be updated whenever we have new uploaded videos and also interviews like this. And also, if you are new to our pageant Facebook page, Pageant Trend. Don't hesitate to like and also follow us on our Instagram account, Pageant Trend. And also we have TikTok account at Pageant Trend Official. Ayan. So if you are a fan of TikTok, you can also follow us there. And of course, we had our guests. We have a hot and handsome guest for tonight's live session. So he is a reigning king of Mr. Tourism World 2019. All right. So my first question for you, Daniel, how
And
are you? How have you been doing during the pandemic time?
actually, I'm doing. For me, so I'm actually doing great because I was so busy before the lockdown. So for me, I finally got so much time for myself. I needed so much. I just needed to rest and just take a break, and this is what I actually needed. So I'm actually doing very good.
All right. So it's almost 1 year that we are still experiencing pandemic, right?
Sad, yeah, very sad. What about you? How's everything with you in Philippines? Is it getting better over there?
Um, Not so still, but we are trying to eradicate those viruses. And also, we had already vaccines here in the
Okay,
Philippines, but
even my country. Have you gotten your vaccine yet?
not yet because there is a scarcity of vaccine. So
Oh, okay.
we are still waiting for another vaccines to come here in the Philippines. So they had prioritized for those who had different diseases or those comorbidity, so and also health or frontliners, so they prioritize to have their vaccine first.
First. Okay, understand.
All right. Anyway, guys, if you have questions to Mr. Daniel, you can send or comment down below, and also later on we will going to read that. Okay. All right, Daniel. So let's talk about your pageant journey as Mr. Before you win the Mr. Tourism World 2019, you also joined the Bachelor of Malaysia, right?
Yeah, I did.
How was it? How was the experience of joining the Bachelor of Malaysia?
Honestly, I'm saying this not because I want it. It's because I meant it. Spectrum Malaysia is the best male pageant in Malaysia, so I knew competing in that competition was going to prepare me really, really well for international, and it did. So all I can say is I didn't know anything about pageant, but I was ready to learn. I was ready to understand about it, and I actually really enjoyed the journey since day one.
Mhm. Okay, what was your favorite part of that competition?
Honestly, I like the indoor judging.
Mhm.
because for me, what I like about the indoor judging is because it's you don't know what's going to happen, and that's the fun part. You just have to be prepared for anything at any time. They could be asking you some questions that you don't even know, and that is the moment that will determine your fate. Is whether you can answer it or you're just gonna fumble it. So for me, I enjoy the moment indoor judging the most out of the whole competition.
Did you feel pressure also during that competition?
Honestly, I never felt pressures because I just feel like not saying this in a boasting way, but I just felt so ready for it. I was just ready for any question that they will ask me because I just really wanted to represent Malaysia and make them very proud. So I wasn't feeling pressure, but never felt pressure throughout the competition.
Wow, that's great. That's the best winning mindset. So to feel not pressure and also, and always confident of what you are doing, right?
I think if you have a good preparation, I don't think you will ever feel you. I mean, if you have a good preparation and you put in the work, I don't think you ever don't believe in yourself. I think that's what happened. I just put in the preparation. I worked really hard for it, and not once I ever doubt myself.
Correct. What was your winning mindset during that time for
Uh,
the
my winning
Bachelor of Malaysia?
my winning mindset was I just have to be the best in every category. Could be swimwear, could be indoor judging, could be arriving on the first day. For me, the first impression and the last impression is very important. So already on the first impression, I already have to make everybody look at me and say, "Wow, this guy has the potential." So I just wanted to be the main guy since I show up since the first day of the whole competition.
Wow. What do you think was your edge during that time?
I think my age was okay. I'm not gonna say everything, but it's a
Mhm.
lot of things because for me, is number one is I can speak English really well, and I believe that in pageant, English is the main. No matter what they say, if you can speak English, it's a +10. Because if you don't know English and you need the interpreter, I think it's actually a problem because sometimes it could go against you and it could go for you. So for me, I don't want to risk that. So number one is English, and number two is just I have a really good physique, and I believe during Bachelor of Malaysia I was the best. So that's number two, and number three is just I just have a confidence in me that I don't think the other people was ready for it. So I just carried on throughout my whole journey, and it got me to where I am today.
Wow, that's a great winning. And
Thank you.
also if you know how to speak English, of course, it's your big advantage to
Very
the
good.
other candidates. Because of course, if you win, you're gonna compete to the international stage or pageant. And also, once you are in the international pageant, of course, you should know how to speak in English. So that's
Yes.
a very important when you were joining the pageant or the male pageant, of course. So it's also an advantage for what do you call this, for the organization that you have joined before, because they don't what do you call this, they're not going to um, expense more or pay to have the interpreter
That's
during
right.
your pageant. So
Agreed.
that's a
Agreed. Mm.
yes. So all right, so we have a questions from our viewers. So let's have a greetings from our viewers before we move on to my next question. So let's have this first viewer from Pio Reporsado Gonzalez. Pa shout out naman, idol.
All right. Hello to Pio Rappers Ado Gonzalez. Thank you for thank you for asking me to do a shout out to you. So nice to know you.
So he's watching from Albay, Philippines.
Oh, mabuhay.
Mhm. And also we have viewers from Bulay Elma Joy Megabon. Pa-shout out po watching from Pagadian City. It's also from the Philippines.
Hello, Bulai, Alma, Joy, Magabon. Hopefully I said it correctly.
Correct. All right. So next we have a question from John Ezekiel Laura. Age you started working out.
What age is it? I think it's right after college, so it was 23 years old. I think I started really being serious working out.
All right. So another he has a follow-up question for you.
Age and
Age and
height.
height.
I'm 20. I'm turning 27 this year, but since it haven't hit my birthday, so I'm still claiming 26, and my height is 180 cm.
All right. Okay, so let's move on to my next question. And now that you had your sash as Mr. Tourism World 2019,
Yeah.
okay. So how does it feel that you're wearing right now?
I feel very proud because I'm going to be honest with you. Since the first day I joined Bachelor Malaysia, I always wanted to aim for this title without actually telling people. But the minute I got it, I was so proud because even though if I win, I would love the organizer to give me this title, and I got it. So I was very, very happy. Because one thing I like to say is not because I'm the winner of Mr. Tourism World, it's because even before I competed for Mr. Tourism World, I actually believe Mr. Tourism World, the difference between this pageant and the rest is that Mr. Tourism World doesn't just once you're the winner, that's it. You're the winner and you just go away. I feel like Mr. Tourism World actually have have a purpose in life because one thing I'm so proud about them is they actually showed also the good and the bad about the world that is going on in this world. Like for me, the reason why I was so my advocacy during Mr. Tourism World was about animal extinction is because of them. They showed us the problem that the more we go through in the future, the more animals getting extinct. And because of that, I was so into it and I was telling them ideas on how to stop this animal extinction. And I just want to say Mr. Tourism was more than just a pageant and it's a pageant with ambitions. But sadly, M0 interrupted my progress with them.
Mhm.
So I feel quite sad. Not once I get to travel with them.
Well, that's okay. This because of the pandemic, so that's why you got
Yeah.
stuck there in Malaysia. So hopefully, our world become better so that you can travel to another country and also, of course, to have your accomplish your mission and
Yeah, so
advocacy.
yeah. But sadly,
Yeah.
I won't get to travel Mr. Tourism because I'll be passing on my title by the end of the year. We'll be announcing a new winner. So
Mm.
all enjoy whoever the new winner is. Enjoy the journey of Mr. Tourism World.
Now that the upcoming Mr. Tourism World 2020 is having their pageant, so how was it? Are they going to do some live pageant or virtual
Uh,
pageant?
I think they're actually still going to carry on the competition. It will be because it was supposed to be in Malaysia, but Malaysia apparently the COVID case is not improving, so they're going to be moving it to Dominican Republic. So they're still going to
Mhm.
be having the whole pageant, and I'm so happy for it because I feel it's such a waste if you have the pageant through virtually. I really feel the contestant is missing out on the experience. So I'm so happy they didn't go through this idea. So they're going to be happy having it live, just like how I went through in Dominican Republic. So it's a good thing.
All right. So let's have greetings from our viewers. Again, from GAO. Hi, Daniel Hansen.
Apparently GIGO is my manager, so hi Gio for pageant. Hello
Wow, thank you
Gio.
so much. Thank you so much for watching. And also don't forget to share our live session for tonight, guys. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to comment down below. And later on, we're gonna read that. And of course, Mr. Daniel will answer that as much as he can.
I
Another
promise.
comment from Bachelor of Malaysia. He's one of the best.
Oh, I'm so touched. Thank you so much, Bachelor Malaysia. You really prepared me well for the international stage. Once again, they're the best pageant in Malaysia for male pageant. Ta-da! Done my job.
Correct. I think this is the most prestigious male pageant in Malaysia, right?
For me, at the moment, is the best in Malaysia. At the moment.
All right. So how many titles do they have before during your competition?
There was, if I'm not mistaken, there were five winners, so there were five main titles. But I think they gave two more out, so altogether I think there was seven total.
Wow, there's a lot of titles. And did you expect the you will be one of the I or you will get that Mr. Tourism World
Um,
title?
all I can tell you is, I always want to win, but my main goal was to always get that title. So if that title was fifth place and I was first, we're gonna have a bit of a problem. But no matter what, I will always represent whatever the pageant thinks I'm fit to represent, but it was always Mr. Tourism World that I wanted to get. So I was hoping that would never all happen, but God is in my favor. So first place was Mr. Tourism World. So I was just very lucky.
Well, it's your destiny to become the Mr. Tourism World
I guess
2019,
so.
right?
I guess so. So
And of course, I believe that you have um, a lot of sacrifices that you exerted during that competition, right?
uh, I I don't think it's sacrifices because I don't consider sacrifices if you love it. Because for me, everything
Mm-hmm.
what I was doing preparing for Mr. Tourism World or Bachelor Malaysia, I actually just loved the whole thing. The only sacrifice I did was my studies. I have to put it on hold.
Mm-hmm.
But since I'm done with all of it with pageant and I'm done with my, I mean not done yet. I want to take a break from modeling. So I think I'm going to resume my study again. So it was never a sacrifice for me.
All right. So what's the next after this from Daniel?
After this is I really want to finish my study because I feel like my dad is begging me to finish it because every time he calls me because he's in Abu Dhabi, so every time he calls me,
Mhm.
he's always talking about reminding me about my study. So as a good son, I have to finish my degree. So I'm gonna finish it off by the end of next year.
All right. What course is that?
Degree in entrepreneur.
Wow, that's a good course. I
Uh,
also graduated from business management.
well,
Yeah.
in this we are in the same category. We're in the same category.
Yeah, so it's all about business.
Always wanted to be my own boss, so entrepreneur is the key to that.
Correct. What business are you planning to put someday?
Okay, most probably I plan because my plan is once my dad retires from working, I'm planning to give him ideas on what to do. So my plan is to do a business with him, most probably clothing first. So we
Mhm.
see how it goes because my dad's a huge fashion, even more than me. So I would love
Wow.
to help my dad in that situation.
Well, that's great. You have a good physics, of course, and you can be a good model in your own business, right?
A free model here, so we save money
Yes,
there.
correct. I guess it's a big money that you need to put when you are hiring model for your
uh,
business, right?
I was in the industry, so yes, it's very expensive to hire models. So
Yeah,
that's why free of charge here. We save that money there.
correct. Okay, so let's have question from our viewer. Let's have from Pio Reporsado Gonzalez. My question for you, what do you think advocacy is the advocacy for joining the male pageant?
It's honestly depending on the competition you join. So for me, is for Mr. Tourism World, it's definitely about tourism world and about the world. So my one is definitely animal extinction, but it's depending on what competition you join. So it could be for most of the time in general knowledge. I would love to give an advocacy on general knowledge. It's about inspiring people, helping people out, showing them being a good role model, or could be showing about the problems about the world, like COVID or like the pandemic. How do we deal with it? What do we do to minimize the case that is rising in this country? So it's depending on what pageant you join, and then you'll understand what is the advocacy that you should go for.
Exactly. So it depends upon what what platform you are going to choose in order for you to inspire more,
That's
right?
right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's have another question from GJO. My question, what is your plan in the next 5 years?
My plan for the next 5 years is number one is finish my studies. That is the main goal right now. So number one is finish my degree. Number two is I don't want to give in that one. That one is I'm planning to. I got a big secret for everyone, but that will be revealed next time. So that one is a secret. But my plan is also to go into acting. I would love to act, but it's never I don't want to be an actor in Malaysia because acting in Malay is not my thing. I feel like
Mhm.
my dream is to always act in an English movie. So probably that would be my goal. It was never a Malay. Some if even I got so many roles for Malay, but just not my thing. I can't imagine this as a Malay actor. So that's why. So definitely be an actor. But the second one I won't reveal it. That one. Stay tuned and I'll announce it when I finish my degree.
Well, it goes follows because of your, you're I believe that you're a talented person. right? So, what
I
is your talent? Speaking of talent, what is your talent?
Honestly, I'm gonna tell the truth is I don't have any talent. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mhm.
I'm actually a very stiff person, a very boring guy. But if my talent, if something requires me to win, I'll do it. Just like for example, Mr. Tourism World, I knew that I couldn't be this boring guy who just gonna talk all the time. So I knew that by dancing is gonna get the judges
Mhm.
wow. So I did. I just forced myself. I learned how to dance in 5 days before the competition. So that was my. I don't have any talent, honestly.
Wow. And of course, I believe that you are a good model. So that's the best. One of your best thing. Of course, a good model.
Uh,
Yeah.
but the funny thing is about me being a model is I actually got no experience before this.
Mhm.
For me, it's actually, I'm just going to give you guys the key to be a model is just be yourself. Like, if they want you to be cool during a photo shoot, just be the cool version of you. If they want you to be the happy version of you. That is my model advice to all of you. And that's how to be a good model, I guess.
All right. So let's have this from our viewers sending clap 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 from Chase Dasalia.
Looking forward to see you, Chase, in the Dominican Republic. Hopefully, you'll be there, and I'm looking forward to meet you again. I mean, meeting you there for the first time after I've never meet you yet. So, looking forward for that.
Wow. Thank you so much for watching. And also we have another question from Bulay Elmajoy Megabon. Yes, I'm fine. Even though the pandemic was continued distracting in our society, may I ask first, in this pandemic, what is your the best advocacy in your life, and how will you apply?
For me, you know what? For me, in every bad situation, there's always a positive to look out of it. But yes, the pandemic actually affected a lot of people, and there's nothing to be happy about it. But for me, what we all don't realize is that during this tough time, is we actually have had more time to ourselves. And for me, that is the most important thing because when you're so busy with your life, you're just going on with the days, we're not even appreciating the moment, the little moments. And for me, with this pandemic, I actually spent so much time with myself, and I actually realized that um, you can actually go very far in this world if you actually just believe in yourself and you're willing to work hard. So because of the pandemic, it actually changed my life around. If it wasn't for the pandemic, I honestly I don't think I'll be the person I am right now. So the pandemic I would like to say is just appreciate this moment, and then hopefully once everything go back, then you resume your work with 110% effort.
Correct. Wow. I really impressed with your answers always.
Thank
So
you.
you really deserve to become Mr. Tourism World
Oh,
2019.
you're too kind. Thank you so much. Really kind.
All right. So let's have from our viewer from Jomel Juarez de la Torre. I also win Mr. Tourism 2019. This was in Philippines at my
Oh, that's great.
hometown, Cavite, Laguna, and I am looking forward and hope to join the national pageant someday. Any advice, idol? Shout out na din po.
Oh, whoa. Okay. First of all, congratulations. And second of all, my only advice is to everyone is I just want everybody to have this mindset before they compete in the pageant is don't go there for the experience. Go there to actually make your country proud because whenever you go there for the experience, your aim is just to get the experience and that's about it. But why don't you actually go there and go all out and impress your country and show to the whole world that this is the best your country have to offer you. So make sure to have that in mind to actually want to make a statement instead of just participating in the competition. And I believe that most of the people just want to participate. And to be honest, I'm actually quite upset with it. But everybody's different, so I don't judge people. But my only advice is go in to win it. That is the only advice I'll give you. And make sure to you already know about pageant. So pageant, you already know that you have to have a good physique. You have to be prepared for everything. So know your general knowledge about the world and all the best. And just lastly, believe in yourself and be super confident in your abilities.
Correct, because confident is the key to success.
Is the key. Is the key.
Correct. And also you should be prepared all the time, right? Especially mentally and physically.
I think pageant week is actually one of the toughest thing anybody can go through. I think that's why it can prepare you so well in life. So for me, if you can go through pageant week and you can come on top out of it, your mentally is very powerful.
Correct. Anyway, guys, he is Mr. Daniel is not competing anymore. He is the title. He is the reigning king of Mr. Tourism World 2019. So just to be clear, guys, he is the reigning king of Mr. Tourism World 2019. Because I have read from your fans that wishing good luck or good luck for your competition.
Thank you for that. I don't want to. I will compete again, but I think my time is up.
Is there any plan to join again for the international competition?
At the moment, no, because I feel like other people deserve the spotlight. It's not always going to be me. So I'd love to see other Malaysians step up to the plate and represent our country. But you never know. The future is unpredictable. It's full of surprises. So you never know. But at the meantime, let's give it to the other Malaysian contestants to make our country proud.
Wow, that's a great answer. You
Thank
should
you.
what do you call this? Give chance to others, right?
Everybody deserves an opportunity.
All right. Thank you so much, Daniel, for that wonderful answer. So
No
let's
problem.
have this one. Let's have a question from our viewer. Hold on for a while. And there you have it from John Ezekiel Laura. What is the greatest contribution that the Mr. Tourism World competition made to be considered it as one of the major pageant in male pageantry?
Okay, I just give you the recent one based on my during my year is that Mr. Tourism World came to Malaysia and went to Sabah to help out a rhinoceros. I think it's a no, sorry, an elephant, a pygmy elephant. They decided to raise him because his parents was killed by hunters. So what Mr. Tourism World did was they decided to take care of him, and every time during they visit to Malaysia, they will actually visit this elephant. So for me, what's impressive about it is Mr. Tourism World. The difference about it is they don't just show the good side of the what's going on in the world, and they don't just show that what pageant is always mentally thought of, where it's just about the shirtless thing, the Q&A, the catwalk. They also show the problems of it. So which was one of it was the animal extinction. That is why my advocacy was about it. So for me, what Mr. Tourism World competition did show to make them one of the best for me in the world is showing the problems also of the world, and one of it was animal extinction. So I just based on the recent occurrence, so that is why I believe Mr. Tourism World is one of the best as well.
All right. Thank you so much. So let's have another question from our viewer from Pio de Persado again. Can you tell something your experience in modeling? I need listen to your advice, Idol. I'm doing online modeling.
Okay, I don't know about online modeling, but like I said before, I got no. I'm telling you right now, I never went to modeling school. I never went for anything. But all I can tell you about modeling is very simple. Is that first of all, you have to believe in yourself. Which what I mean is when they hire you, you make sure that you believe you are the best model out there. So whenever they ask you to do a direction, make sure you believe in yourself and listen to their advice. So before you do a shoot, you just ask them, what is this shoot about? So if they tell you this shoot is about you being cool, being fierce, then what is your cool and fierce side of you? So like, for example, I'm not going to show you mine, but so for example, if they ask you to be cool during a shoot, you just, you know what, be cool, the cool version of you. And that's my only advice. So if they ask you to be happy, be happy. If they ask you to be angry. And that's my advice for being apparently to me, a good model in Malaysia.
All right. And as what I have seen in your photos during the Mr. Tourism World 2019 competition, you had a good physics, and also it seems like you're a professional model that time during the photo shoot.
Honestly, I never consider myself a professional model because I never have the teaching. But all I can just say is I just believe in myself during the photo shoot. So if I'm doing a shirtless shoot, they definitely don't want a guy who's a happy guy doing a shirtless shoot. So you just have to be a cool version of yourself. So during my shirtless shoots, I'm always the cool version of myself.
Do you think being or having a good physics is one of the criteria judging during the Mr. Tourism World 2019?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm gonna be honest as always, but I believe that if you don't have a physique, but you're very 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 good in everything else, you still can win. But
Mhm.
just like knowing English, having a physique gives you an extra points for you. So why don't you want to have that? You know what I mean?
All right. So
So
it's okay.
so it's a
Sige.
plus for you.
It's okay. So it's an additional points
Okay, yeah,
or
like okay, I'll give you an example. If everyone is standing in the room and then you look at everyone, okay, because there's always a swimwear photo shoot is pageant, right? So there's always a swimwear photo shoot. So how are you gonna differentiate everyone? Of course, in a swimwear, the best physique is gonna stand out. So that's your answer for physique.
correct. All right. You should have, in short, you should have an attractive body.
Agree. Not as in pageant, but in everything.
Yes. Even in the beauty pageant,
Oh
right?
yeah, the female. Oh yeah.
Mhm. Okay, so let's move on to another question from our viewer. So let's have question again from John Ezekiel. Do you think male pageant nowadays is at the same level with the female counterparts? If not, what do you think should be improved to obtain the same level of female pageantry?
Honestly, nope. I just give you an example in my country. I just give you an example. Me winning Mr. Tourism World is not as big as a female pageant winning Miss Universe in Malaysia. It's just the truth about pageant. No matter what, female pageant will always be bigger than male. But I promise you, my goal is to make male pageant in Malaysia. The world, I'm not sure, but in Malaysia, as big as female pageant because I just feel they don't have the publicity yet, and the power as the female pageant in Malaysia or the world yet. So our goal as male pageant is we have to lure audience to. So for example, if I'm planning to compete again, my goal is to make sure that I can get a huge audience. My goal is to hopefully the whole Malaysia will watch me, and that is how I'm planning to make male pageant as big as female in Malaysia. So sadly, no matter what, female is better than male in the pageant industry. It's just the truth.
All right, thank you so much. So let's have another follow-up question from him again. How winners like you stand for misconceptions about male pageantry?
Okay, wait. Okay, I don't know what he means by misconception. You mean like what do you mean by the misconceptions? Though?
Misconceptions, just something like having a negative impressions about male pageantry. Something like for the female pageantry, it's more on exploitation,
Okay, but I
something
never
like
have
that.
any. Okay,
Negative,
but
comments from the male pageantry.
oh, okay, okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never had any negative comment in my journey as a male pageant. So I don't know. That's why when you told me misconceptions, I was like misconception. So all I can say is I never had any negative on my male pageant journey. Could be comments, could be things did to me. Nothing negative about it. So I don't have any misconceptions about male pageant.
All right. So let's have a comment from Jomel Juarez de la Torre. Thank you and good luck.
You're welcome and thank you.
I think his good luck on your future
Yeah, so thank you
journey.
for it. Thank you for wishing me good luck in my future. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a fun one.
Another from G Geo. What's that? I don't know. What's that
It's an
emoticon?
emoji, but I also don't know what
Yeah.
it is. But okay, thanks you.
All right. So let's have from Bulay Elma Joy Megabon. Good luck to your journey, and don't forget to pray always and stay safe and God bless you.
I can tell you one thing about praying is all I can say is if you do good things in life, God will always support you. So just do good things and God will always be there for you. So yeah, that's my thing about praying. Thank you, by the
Correct.
way.
It's correct. Okay, my next question for you is what makes you the most proud of your home country since you've won the Mr. Tourism 2019?
So you ask me what makes me so proud? Is it me?
Yeah, yes.
All I can tell you is why I'm so proud is that before this I used to be such a different person. I was so shy. I never, if you told me back then to my old self that would I ever be this person I am today, I would say no way. I'll be probably say, are you crazy? But I really changed my life around because I was just so sick of letting my parents down, and not I just believe in myself so much that I was gonna be the person I am today. So I just not once I ever ask any of the previous winners on how to win Mr. Tourism World, or what is the advice they can give me. I just believe in myself so much that I just believe being me and just having a general knowledge about the of everything around you and being mentally prepared that you can win by just being yourself and just showing the world, because there's so many winners out there. So what differentiate you from them is just be yourself, so you can make an impact just like what I did. So yeah, so that's why I'm so proud. From a guy that don't know anything about pageant, just give him a one-time journey and he won all the way. So that's why I'm so proud about myself.
All right. So that you're correct. You should do your best because this pageant is once in a lifetime opportunity. So once you're in the or you are on the international stage, you can do whatever you want to make your country proud of you, right? Okay, so let's
Yeah.
have a question from our viewer again. From Brandon C. Rattan. The development we've seen in Africa in recent years has been largely driven by public investment. But now, with the pandemic, having put so much pressure on public finances, to what extent will governments need to rely on private investment for development strategies from here on in?
All I can say about this situation is I really feel that our country is actually really suffering. So as you can see, the pandemic has really killed so many businesses, especially in my country. A lot of shop has closed down. A lot of business has been suffering. So for me, is what I can say about this is they need all the help they can get. And for me, a private investments in development for strategies is also a good thing, because right now the public is suffering because of pandemic, and our country don't realize is that more we shut down because of the pandemic, the more our business even suffers more. So for me, by inviting private investment to do this to help us out, it'll be a good thing. But what I can say is I'm not really sure about how they could do it. But for me, is if by inviting them, it'll be a good thing to help our people out, especially the one that's hit because of the pandemic.
All right. Wow. Thank you so much for your impressive answer regarding with that question.
I tried. Thank you.
So let's have another comment and question from our viewer. Oh, that's one from GJO. Daniel, never lack of answer, huh? Always with good answer.
I learned from the best. I learned from the best, you. So thank you for that.
We have another question from Steve Bradley. What's your perspective about life?
My perspective about life is um, balance. The key
Mm,
into an amazing life is balance between working and enjoying life. If you do one thing more than the other, you're gonna suffer. For example, if you work too much, you're gonna miss out on having fun, which is gonna kill you also. But if you have too much fun and you lack working, that's also gonna kill you. So once you find the perfect balance and you just go with it. So for me, it's find the perfect balance in life. Work hard. Don't forget to always want to make your parents proud. I always tell everybody is that before you do anything, before you make any decision, just make sure to have your parents in your mind. Ask yourself, is my parents going to be proud if I do this? And if your parents will be proud, go for it. And the rest is, and the last and foremost, live life to the fullest and enjoy every single day, every moment. Enjoy
correct. Wow. Thank you
it.
so much for that advice. Also, so let's
Welcome.
have from Chase Desalia. Thank you, Pageant Friend, for guesting our reigning Mr. Tourism World 2019-2020. We at the Mr. Tourism World organization is very much proud of him. See you all in Dominican Republic on November 12, 2021 for the fifth edition. Wow.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to finally meet you, and I can't wait to pass on my title and see who's the winner for the 2021 Mr. Tourism World. Sadly, my time has come to an end.
Wow.
Thank you, Sim.
Okay. Uh, my next question for you is, if you will be one of the judges for the Mr. Tourism World 2021 or 20,
21.
what would 21? What would be the qualities that you are looking for the candidate
One thing
for
about
your
me is
next? Uh-huh.
for my next one, all I can tell you is to um I'm actually a very high standard guy. So for me, is there's no such thing as a perfection, a perfect person, but there's nothing wrong with aiming to be a perfect person. It means a jack of all trades. It means you must be good at everything. You must actually not be the best at it, but just be good at everything. Like for me, I just give you an example. One thing about me is I used to be a very shy guy, shy person.
Mm-hmm.
So having a debate in during my time in Mr. Tourism World, I was actually quiet, but what I always know that for me, a perfect person is a person who's good at everything. Not the best at it, but good at everything. So even though I'm not really confident in debating, but I just showed that I was there and I did my thing, which is to make a point to show that everybody, you know what, Danial Hansen is actually good at every category that we want him to be. So what I want is I'm just looking for the guy who's a jack of all trades. So must have a good physique, must be confident. When he's in a room, he have to be the super confident Ultraman. So that is my
Wow.
judgment for a person. So all the best to the candidates and please impress me. But I'm not sure if I'm the judge, but if I am, then all the best to you guys.
All right. Thank you so much for that wonderful answer again. And let's have another question from Steve Bradley. Are you happy? If so, what is your source of happiness?
Okay. All I can tell you is before this, I may look happy, but actually, to be honest, before MCO, I was actually not happy because I think this my source of happiness is actually just being myself. I think before this, I was always so shy to be who I really am because I was always so scared of what people might think of me. But the day where I thought to myself and say, you know what, I actually don't really care. I mean, I do care, but I don't really care about what people actually think about what I do because I know I have a good mind. So whatever I do is I know it's a good thing because I'm not a bad person. So
Mhm.
actually, the best thing I ever did now is to make me so happy is just be myself. I'm finding being me. It means I don't have to put on a fake persona for anybody, and I know by being me, I'm just gonna go all the way, and I'm gonna enjoy life as well. So just be yourself. That's what I'm so happy at the moment.
All right. Thank you so much. So let's have from Anya Kimberly. What's something you believe you lack?
Oh, that one is actually I'm not sure. Let's see. What do I lack? Let's see. What do I lack? I'm not okay. I'm going to be honest, not because I'm saying this,
Mhm.
but I'm not sure what do I lack. I think it's whatever I want to be successful in. I will actually find out a way to find out what's the difference between me and the best in that category, and I'll just figure out what I have to do about it. But I'm not sure what do I lack. So I'm sorry I cannot answer that. But if you can find out what do I lack, please let me know. Then I will maybe agree or disagree with you.
All right. So I think there's nothing a luck with your regarding with the performance during the Mr. Tourism World 2020. So it's almost, I guess it's almost perfect. So that's why the organization chose to become their one of the best speaker for the
Oh,
organization.
thank you so
Right.
much.
And again, so my question for you is, do you believe that being handsome will get far to those who were competing in the male pageantry?
Okay. It's the honest truth, but I'm always going to be truthful. But I believe that, okay, I'll give you an example. If
Mhm.
there's a handsome man and there's an okay looking guy competing, and both of them has the same skills, of course, the handsome man is going to stand out more. Is because he is more obvious in a nicer term I'll put in. But if a handsome man and an okay looking guy is competing, but the okay looking guy have a better skill than the handsome man, at any time the okay looking guy will beat the handsome man. So that's my point of view. So if you wanna it's just like I said, it's like a additional points for the handsome man if they compete. It's just the truth. I mean, what can you do about it? There's definitely 100 there's so many more handsome guy than me over in overseas. But for me, I always just believe in myself. So for me, if I could go up against a guy who's taller than me, is better looking than me, but I just believe that I just have to be myself, come in super prepared, and you're still gonna win the guy. Just believe in yourself. Even though I'm so short in the competition, but I prove it to everybody. You don't have to be the tallest, and you can still win the whole thing.
Correct. So it's for you on how to win that competition, because
It is.
one of your competitor is yourself, right?
You know what? Actually, the biggest competitor in the world is yourself. But don't get me wrong, you always have to look at the others to know your level. Because if you don't know your contestants, you don't know yourself. So for me, it's very important to find out about your other contestants and then challenge yourself.
Correct. All right. You don't need to compare others because you have your own
Agree.
what do you call this? You need to make a difference for that competition.
Yeah, agree. Agree. Mm.
Okay, so let's have this one from GJO. If you were given only one day to live, what will you do? And also maybe eating what's that butod?
Okay, first of all, to answer this question, no way I'll be eating butot. And second of all, butot is actually, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's a lava worm living on a tree. I
Mhm.
have a video on my Instagram about me eating it. It was not a good experience, but we cut off a lot of the behind the scenes. But I definitely won't eat butot. But I can just tell you what I would do on my last days. Honestly, I'll just probably spend time with my family and just tell them that I'm so grateful for them to give me this life. And without my parents, I can just tell you that I would never be the person I am today. So I just want to spend time with my family. Or if I have one day to live, just spend time with my family before I die.
Wow. Okay, so let's have one of the candidate of Bachelor of Malaysia is asking for
Whoa.
you. So he's watching right now. So let's have this Simon James. Thank you so much for watching, and he has a question for you. His question is, what motivates you through tough times?
Actually, honestly, I feel like everybody's mistake is they always want to impress other people, and I feel that that's actually your biggest mistake. Because when I first started my journey, a lot of people doubted me, so I always want to prove them wrong. So I was never actually happy when I always wanted to prove other people wrong. So finally now, you know what I've realized is just I want to make myself happy. So whenever whatever I do right now is just I just want to make myself proud of myself about my accomplishments. So for example, people always ask me, how do you maintain your diet? It's so simple. It's just because if I wake up in the morning and I look myself in the mirror and I'm out of shape, I won't be
Mhm.
happy. So in order for me to be happy, just stay in shape. So that's what I want to say. Is stop impressing other people and just for the first time impress yourself. And I promise you, you'll be enjoying life 200 times more than trying to impress others.
Correct. It should start off within yourself first.
Yes, very important. Very important.
All right, thank you so much. So let's have another question from John Ezekiel Laura. If you have the opportunity to make a new tagline for Mr. Tourism World, what would it be? And in what way does it can help to flourish the brand?
Okay, let's see a tagline. Okay, before I go to the tagline, I feel like
Mhm.
Mr. Tourism World now should. I would love to tell the world that Mr. Tourism World is not just another pageant. It's more than just a pageant. It's a pageant with purpose. So maybe I say pageant with purpose.
Mhm.
That's my tagline. And
Oh,
what would it help? Because like I said, most pageant I just give you. Okay, we don't talk about the top ones because I never compete for the others. But let's talk about the rest. It's like when they decide a winner, most of the winners will just disappear. So what
correct.
Mr. Tourism World, yeah, correct. So what Mr. Tourism World do is differently. Is they always how they try to keep themselves relevant is by them going around and showing, like I said, being a purpose to the world. So, like I said, what they did recently with the pygmy elephant, where they adopted one, they showed the problems that was going on, which was animal extinction. So, for me, that is what Mr. Tourism World is all about. So, if I have a chance to go around the world and talk about it, that is what I will always promote Mr. Tourism World to the world. Is that they are a pageant with a purpose. So that's my tagline: a pageant with a purpose.
Wow, that's a perfect tagline. It's always purposeful and of course, relatable to
Thank
all
you.
the pageant organization. So there should always have a purpose, not only for modeling or
That's right.
etc.
It's
So there should
boring.
have always a purpose. So that's why uh, the winner should have a great job and also a legacy that will live through.
Wow, that was
Okay.
good. Thank you.
So let's have another question from Cheliana Mimi. If you could change one thing in the world, what would it be?
I think I would change is the people. Honestly, okay, the honest answer is I would like to change people's mentality, because I feel like you cannot change what is going on in the world right now, but what you can change is how people think about situation. I feel like the world we are living in right now in is people. It's not like the old times where people they cannot handle pressure. The minute they sense pressure, they will give up on the spot, and I feel like that is such a waste of opportunity, because if I sense pressure, this is the moment that will define your journey. It's because if you give up, then you're just gonna. I'm not gonna say this in a mean way, but you're just gonna be a loser. But if you handle pressure in the right way and you overcome it, then you're gonna be joining the winners on top of the world. So for me, it's how you handle pressure. And I would love to change one thing in the world right now is people's mentalities. I just like to motivate them is don't give up, but always work hard and make sure to don't repeat the same mistake once you fail the first time. So I would love to change people's mentality.
Wow, that's great. That's a great answer, of course, especially nowadays that we are facing a pandemic, and of course, all of us are having experiencing an anxiety and depressions or mental illness. So that's a great answer.
But I also
All
believe
right.
that whoever is going through the mental illness and all this, I think they have to actually talk to someone they can open up to, because by keeping it to yourself, you're actually killing yourself. So
Yeah,
find someone to open up to if you're going through that.
correct. If you're going to cry, you should cry it, diba?
I'd rather cry alone, but yeah, that's a good way also.
Yes, it's another way of expressing your, it's or eradicating the anxiety.
Correct.
Okay, so let's have another shout out to our viewer from Emmanuel Garcia. Hello, bro. Please give me a shout out from Tarlac, Philippines.
Hello, Emmanuel Garcia. It's good to know you, man. So whatever you do, good luck. So nice to know you, man.
All right, he's all the way from Tarlac, Philippines.
Oh wow. Okay. One day I'll visit there.
Yes. All right. So let's have another question from our viewer from Anya Kimberly. What makes you angry and how do you channel your anger?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I say, I'm always gonna be honest, because I like to say this is because I don't want people to think that every answer I give is like, oh, he scripted it. No, I can tell you one thing is I never get angry at any situation, because what I learn about life is whatever happens happens. You just have to go through it. But the only thing I get angry is when I don't put in effort for my goals. I only get angry at myself. I never get angry at anybody, because if I fail, I don't blame anyone else but myself. So I don't get angry at anything now, but I only get angry if I don't put in the effort that I need to be successful. So what gets me angry? Myself.
Correct. Okay. So my next question for you. So after winning the Mr. Tourism World 2019, what accomplishment did you had or most proud of and why?
You mean after Mr. Tourism World?
Yes, after
Uh,
the Mr. Tourism World.
I think the
After
proudest thing
winning.
after winning it, okay, I think
Yeah.
the proudest thing I did after winning Mr. Tourism World was I actually became an established model in Malaysia, as one of the models in Malaysia, because like I said before this, I never have the confidence or belief in myself like this. Even though I won Mr. Tourism World, but I was still a shy person. So when I got the opportunity to be a model in Malaysia, I didn't turn it down, but I made sure to put in my effort and make sure to overcome my fear of being shy. And
Mhm.
fast forward to today, I actually established my name in Malaysia, and I'm actually very proud of it. But yeah, so I think one of the proudest moment is managed to become an established model right after winning Mr. Tourism World in the time frame I had.
Wow. Very impressive again.
Oh my
Thank you
god,
so
thank you.
much. So let's have another comment or question from GJ. Who is the most handsome guy you ever met and why?
The most handsome guy I ever met is the person who's asking the question, G.I. Gio. It's because of his personality. I think one thing I can tell you about Gio is that he's actually, me and Gio, we are the same person, is we are very ambitious. So all I can say is one thing about Gio is if you want to go far in pageant, you definitely have to have Gio by your side because of his personality. That was makes you a very handsome guy that I've ever met.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. So another question for you. It's what is your thought about this one? Do you think it is time for a woman to be president of the country? What's your thought about that?
My thought is that a woman is not to say it's time. Is a woman always deserve to be a leader, but it's whether they deserve it or not. Just it's not because they're just a woman they should be a winner. It's what they stand for. So for me, is if they can find the right candidate to be the best president, then why not? For me, is most of the successful person you see nowadays are women. So if you can find a successful woman who's ready to lead the country to success, I don't see why not.
All right. Thank you so much. Can you describe yourself in 3 words?
Hardworking, ambitious, and humble.
So it's hardworking, ambitious, and
Hu-
humble.
uh, Humble. I like to say humble, but a lot of people might think me as a bit show off, but I don't know why. But okay, the humble, we should put 50-50.
Mhm. All right. Thank you so much. And let's have a question from our viewer again, from Cheliana Mimi. What is the biggest mistake you have ever made in your life, and what have you done to overcome it?
My biggest mistake I ever made in life is just not believing in myself. Before this, actually, to be honest, I was exactly the same guy I was 4 years or 5 years ago. But I just never believed in myself. I just never believed that I was the best, and I always put myself down before the incident even occurred. I just
Mhm.
never believed that I will ever be better than anybody. I always put myself down in everything, and one day I was just so sick of it, and I was just so sick of being a failure, and I just changed my life around by telling myself, why don't you just change it? You know, it's never too late to be somebody great in life. So why not go for it? Just stop complaining, stop blaming everyone else, and start blaming yourself, start taking responsibility. And I finally did it, and look how far I've went in life, you know. So you know what? My biggest mistake I ever did was never believing in myself that I could actually conquer the world. That's my biggest regret and my mistake I ever did.
All right. Thank you so much. Question. What
Yay!
was can you show to us your reaction during the announcement of winner of Mr. Tourism World 2019? What's your
This the
best reaction during that time?
I'm gonna tell you because I don't know how to show you now, but I will tell you I was crying because I was actually crying when I heard my name. It's because what I've went through. I went through so many things. I went through a lot of obstacles. A lot of people didn't believe in me, and
Mhm.
my parents was all there, and I'm so proud to finally meet my father because since I was young, my father, I always let my family down, you know, because I used to be very lazy in school. I always fail all my
Mhm.
subjects. I used to be a very naughty boy. I used to skip class and all that. So my parents went through a lot with me, and for them to finally be proud of me because for achieving this thing, even my dad told me that he never thought I would achieve it. But so I'm just so happy, and it was tears of joy. So I cried.
Wow. Okay, next question. Did you after winning the Mr. Tourism World 2019, did you read some negative comments about your performances?
Never, never.
Okay. And did you experience about bullying, cyberbullying?
Actually, to be honest, I'm telling you, anybody who wants to be famous, of course, you're gonna experience all this. But I honestly, I really enjoy it because my
Mhm.
goal in life is to make all my haters my fans. I seriously love it. So whenever they say something about me, they write to me personally. I actually answer them back, and in the end, we become friends. So I actually do
Mm.
enjoy it. So that's my problem. So I thought that's why, like I say, I never get angry. For me, if you get angry over people commenting on you online, you're gonna have a big problem in your future. So if you can control your anger over that, and all I can say is all the best in your success in your career. So never angry.
All right. Is it really help you to respond those negative comments about yours?
It's actually depending on the how what they say to you, because if they just say like a bad word towards you, then it's no
Yeah.
point answering that bad. But if they actually wrote a long line and they have a it's like a question but in a negative way, that one I don't mind answering them back. But if they just give me like a negative comment like you're such and blah 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 blah, then I say no thank you, that one don't waste your time.
Correct. All right. So, okay. So my next question for you is, I believe that you had a lot of diet that during that competition, and after the pageant. Now that you have that title, what was the first thing that you eat after the pageant
All I
or food? Mm-hmm.
actually, I remember the first thing I eat right after the I finished my competition was because for me is it once you're so used to this routine, it's just normal for you. So for me, is I don't even like those unhealthy food anymore. Like for example, I give you an example, McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Is everybody love a McDonald? Don't get me wrong, but not once now because I've been eating so healthy. I crave for a McDonald anymore. It's just once you're so used to it, you just don't crave for it. So right after the competition, I just eat a spaghetti aglio olio. That was my meal after the competition.
Wow, that's great. Okay, so next question. If you could meet or have lunch with any person in history, who would it be?
Hmm. Who would it be? Okay. I would like to honestly. I would like to talk about my present day. So I will. There's actually three, but I will break it down to one. But I'll just tell you who are the three people. Is
Mm.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Michael Jordan, and Muhammad Ali. But let's see who would I want to sit down with. Who is more like me? I think honestly, I will want to sit down with Michael Jordan. I think who's the person I would love to sit down with.
Why?
Because for me he's the greatest sportman of all time, and I would love one thing that excites me right now is not the party life, it's not going out with models, it's about hang out with other great people, like not to say like me because I'm not there yet, but just hang out with great people that went through so much in life and just to understand what they go through to be on top of the world. That excites me. So for me, I would love to hang out with Michael Jordan.
All right. Thank you so much. So let's have
No
this
worries.
one question. Okay. What is your dream job? Right after this.
Uh, Okay, I won't say my dream job. I'll say my ultimate job that that is my ultimate aim is I would love to be the prime minister of my country. But that
Um,
is still a long goal. But all I can say is my ultimate job. So that's my ultimate goal.
all right. Thank you so much. And of course, another question for you. So, what piece of advice would you like to give to those um, who wants to join the male pageantry?
My advice to all of them is please don't go into this competition by just saying I just want to get an experience out of it and hopefully open doors for me. If you have that mindset, don't even go for it. My advice is to whoever wants to join male pageant, please take it seriously, because for me, it's you're representing your country. So your goal is to show the whole world that this is the best your country has to offer. So make sure to do your homework. You already know that pageant is all about being a jack of all trades. So make sure to have each and every criteria checked before you go. So like I said, be good at everything. Make sure to have a good physique, have a good mentality, good English speaking, and so just be well prepared. And most importantly, believe in yourself. Not to get top 20 or top 15, but to actually win for your country. That's my advice.
All right. Thank you so much. So let's move on. Okay, so let's have a last question from our viewer.
Woohoo!
Last two questions. All right, from Anya Kimberly. Assuming you have received many compliments before, I'm sure. What's the one compliment that stuck with you for the longest time?
I think the greatest compliment I ever had is when I always like to tell people what I want to achieve before it actually happens. So I think the greatest compliment is when one of my friend called me And he told me on the phone, and he told me, it's like, Daniel, do you remember that everything you told me, you're actually doing it all right now? And I was like, wow, I don't remember that conversation, but thank you for reminding me. And he told me every details I told him about. So for me, it's the greatest compliment is when you even believe in yourself so much that you don't mind telling people before you even achieving it. So for me, that's the greatest compliment I ever received.
Thank you so much. Again, last question from our viewer. Let's have from Cheliana Mimi. What problems you had to face before entering the field of modeling or participating in the contest?
So you mean in, I think what she's trying to say is pageant most probably, right?
Yes.
Or modeling. Okay, for what problems? Okay, problems for entering a pageant. For me, is most number one is you always have to impress everyone because people in order to get the supporters, you have to make them believe that you are actually gonna be a winner. So your ultimate goal, your first ultimate goal is to make sure they all believe in you. Then once they believe in you, you already got your fan base. And second of all, you just have to show them that you're the ultimate role model for them to even follow you for throughout everything and anything. So my ultimate problem number one was to prove to all of them that, you know what, Daniel Hansen's here not to just be a contestant, but you know what, I'm actually here to actually win. So if you can do that in the beginning, then I promise you, you will not face any problem during your pageant journey.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for that very impressive answer again.
Anytime.
You really deserve that title, and no wonder you win that
Oh,
title.
way too kind. Thank you. I'm so blushing. Thank you.
All right. Wow. So what makes you blush aside from having a compliments from
Uh,
others?
You know what? What makes me blush is I'm gonna share with you is when it's before this I used to be very shy. So whenever I try to go for girls, I always get a rejection. So whenever a girl compliment me, it actually means a lot to me because I used to be like I'd say like the ugly duckling in school. But for me to change it all around, it means so much. So other than that, is when a girl compliment me, I blush.
Wow. All right. Last question. One of your fans are asking here if Daniel Hansen is still single.
They're asking me. Okay, am I still single? All I can tell you is I'm not single. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm single. Sorry. I'm single because I really want to just focus on my goal right now. So actually, I'm not really looking for a relationship because I feel like if I want to be in a relationship, I have to give at least 60% of my time for her. So for me,
Mm,
I'm not really going to be in a relationship for a while because I really want to just focus on my goals and reach to the next level. And then once I'm ready to settle down, I will make sure to find the right one.
wow, that's a great. You should focus first on your goal before having a relationship,
I
because I
agree.
believe that having a relationship would, I guess, this is only my opinion, guys. I guess it will become a hindrance for your achieving uh a hindrance in achieving your goals in life,
I
I
because
guess.
I believe that out of respect to the person that you're in a relationship, you have to be there for that person no matter what. So for me, if you only give her 40%, that's quite not nice of you. So for me, I'm not ready even to give her 10%. So for me, I'm not ready for a relationship. So I'm not gonna break anybody's heart. So I'm just gonna focus on my goals right now.
Wow, if ever that time will come, what qualities are you looking for
You know what? I
in
just want
partner?
them to be themselves. I don't look for any quality. For me, is if I enjoy being with you, I can see you're just yourself and you're just a fun person to hang out with. You don't have to fake or anything. Then I'll just be with you. I'm such a simple person.
All right, thank you so much. So let's have a comment from Gio. Good job, Daniel Hansen. I'm so impressed with all your answer.
See, this is what makes me blush. So you're welcome, Gio. And once again, I learned from the best. Thank you, Gio.
All right, and last comment from our viewers from Rofoli Ryan. Hello, pageant trend.
Whoa,
Uh,
fans.
Thank you so much, Ryan Rufoli, for watching. Don't forget to share our live. And I guess he's one of my friend from Thailand, working in Thailand.
Whoa, nice,
As a,
nice. It's
he is a
Sawadika.
teacher. He is a teacher there.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Sawadika to Roflo Rayan. Sawadika,
Wow.
right? Yeah, Sawadika.
Sawadika. Okay, so let's have our last portion of this interview session. So let's have
No
fast
problem.
talks. I
Fast
know
talk, right?
you're excited for this.
I love it. I love questions. So let's go with this.
Okay. First question for the fast talk. If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say?
I love you all and never give up. And please, please, please chase after your dreams no matter what. Always, always, never, never doubt yourself.
Okay. Next, if you had to work but didn't need the money, what would you choose to do?
If I have to work but don't need the money,
Mm-hmm.
I would love to just inspire people. I really, really, really just want to inspire people to reach their full potential. That is what I would love to do.
Okay. Next question. What is in your fridge right now?
Boring food because every time I'm watching my diet.
Okay. Next, would you rather look like a potato or feel like a potato?
Feel like a potato.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you not mind waiting?
Where do I don't mind waiting? Anywhere.
Okay. If you could close one fast food chain. Oh, let's erase this. It's
Easy
very
question.
yes. Okay, next question. If you could disinvent one thing, what would it be?
This event,
Yes, disinvent.
what would it be? I think Twitter.
Why?
Because I feel like people are using Twitter most of the time to just complain about life. And I think there's enough negative energy nowadays. So I need some positive energy. So I think I disinvent Twitter.
All right. Next, if you could be a member of any TV sitcom family, which would it be? It could be either in Malaysia or somewhere in the country.
Sitcom means like a series, right?
Yes.
I'd love to do a zombie series, but I'm not sure if I want to do The Walking Dead because it's too boring. So I probably love to do a zombie series, but probably The Walking Dead because I'm a huge zombie fan.
All right. So next, what would be the best thing about not having a sense of smell?
You can smell smelly people.
Okay. Next, would you leave your hometown forever or stay on your hometown forever just in case there is an opportunity for you? Let us say there's a producer coming from Hollywood. So they
Oh,
invited you to become one of the actor or you know.
okay. It's a very simple correct answer. I say yes. If there's opportunity out there, I will definitely go because my goal is to always explore the world. So one way or another, I'm definitely leaving Malaysia.
All right. Next, when scrolling through social media, do you prefer posts from celebrities or from your best friends?
A post from my best friend because it means more if they write a caption rather from a celebrity because you never know if the celebrity is writing from themselves or they ask someone else to write for them.
Correct. Nice one. Okay,
Like
so next, is there an app that you hate but use anyways?
Instagram because I hate it is because like I really want to be because like I say, one thing I don't like about this time is we're living in a social media era, which I don't like because for me, is we're missing out on just having the conversations like one on one, face to face. I mean,
Mm,
nothing wrong with that, but I actually
yes.
miss that. I miss that why we all just sit down and just talk and don't use our Instagram, our Facebook, just talk like normal people. So that's what I really miss about. So
Okay.
I
Next.
hate using it, but I love it at the same time.
All right. What I hate about that because there is a limitations about the captions, so
uh,
that's why.
No, I just
Okay.
don't like about it because it's I mean or you say what I hate about it, right? It's because I just think
Mm-mm.
about like when I go out with more of my friends, for example, I just miss those good old days like when we were in high school when it wasn't Instagram wasn't that powerful yet. I miss the
Yes.
times when we were all just sitting out there talking, having fun. But nowadays everyone just using their phone, you know what I mean?
Correct.
Yeah.
They were just focusing on
Yeah, they're
Instagram.
just focusing on their phone, which I don't even know why they do that because we all hang out as a group of friends. But I miss those moments.
All right, so let's have this one. If you could only speak one word, for today, what would you say?
I don't know why the first thing that came through my mind was sorry.
Okay. Next, what is this one? What is the stupidest thing you've done on your own free will?
What is the stupidest thing that okay, the stupidest thing I've probably done, which I'm actually proud of it, is dancing on stage shirtless doing Gangnam style.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the
Okay.
stupidest thing, but I'm proud of it.
All right. So let's have this one. What's the longest you've ever gone without a shower?
Once again, when I was younger, I was a very different person. So 2 3 days without taking a bath when I was younger. That was very
Mm,
bad.
all right. Next. What's the one thing you wish you could unsee?
What is the one? I just tell to you, but I was playing hide and seek at my grandparents' house, and I was hiding underneath my grandfather's bed, and I saw him naked. So I wish I could unsee that.
All right. Next. This one. If you could be a member of the opposite sex for a day, what's the first thing you will do?
Wow, the first thing I would do. Well, that's actually a good one. Actually, I'm not really sure, but the first thing I would love to do is how. What does it feel like to be a woman? That is the first thing I would love to feel. You know what? Because I always see it's quite hard. I think being a woman is tougher than a guy. So the first thing I would love to do just experience what they go through.
All right. You're going to, let us say, look at the mirror and then
And just look at. I'm
stare
going to
at
look at.
your.
I'm going to look at the mirror and say, "What happened to me?" But
You're just staring at your sexy body, right?
depending which girl I become.
All right. Next, if you had to date a plant, what kind of plant would you date and why?
Okay, one question: is that blonde like a sarcastic saying of a dumb blonde or just a blonde girl?
Anything.
If I date a blonde, I would. What characteristics I would love from a blonde? I don't know. I don't mind dating any girl, but and as long as they all have the whatever characteristic, I'm okay with it.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's have this. What would you do if you ran out of toilet paper in public bathroom just after taking a big mm,
Oh my god, if that happened to me, I'll tell you what, I'll answer that question, but before that, if I go into a toilet and there's no toilet paper, I won't even take a big dump. But now let's talk about the situation. I probably don't know. I'll probably just if I got no toilet paper, but I'll probably just wash my butt and just go off and then find the toilet paper somewhere.
All right. So let's move on to another question. What is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you in public?
What is the most embarrassing that ever happened to me? Wow, let's see. In public where everyone look at me.
Yes.
I I honestly I don't remember one situation, but if I ever remember, I would love to answer your question, but I don't remember any situation at the moment in
Let us say
public.
they saw you wearing what do you call this, pants with a stain in your
But
butt.
it never happened to me though. Such a waste.
Uh,
That's why I would love to find that one, but I don't have any in my mind right now.
all right, so let's move on. Okay, what's the biggest secret you've kept from your parents?
Mm, don't worry, I'm very honest with them. The biggest secret I kept from my parents is, let's see, when I was younger, I always actually okay, you know what? Let's see. Okay, but actually I don't want to say it, but I have a secret, but I don't think I want to say it. Let's keep this one private.
You don't want to reveal it to your
I don't think I want to
parents.
reveal it, but I promise you one day I will tell them. But now it's too early.
All right, next. How about biggest secret you've kept from your best friend?
Uh, I don't. Okay, my best friend. I'm not really sure any secret I'll keep from him, but it's okay. The biggest secret I keep from him is I just never tell him the truth about himself. That's the biggest secret I kept from my best friend.
All
Never told the
right.
truth about himself.
Okay. So let's have this. If you could trade places with your mom or dad for 24 hours, who would you pick and what would you do?
Uh, I'm gonna be honest. Like I say, being a woman is very tough. So I definitely want to trade place with my mom. I would love to trade place with my dad because I would just like to see what is it like being a pilot. So yeah, I would
Mm.
love to trade place with my dad, but definitely not my mom because it's so tough to be a mother or a female. Let's be like that.
All right. Let's have this. If you could trade places with a famous person for a day, what's the first thing you would do?
Okay, first I would like to say is I would like to trade place with Cristiano Ronaldo, and second, the first thing I would love to do is play a football match in front of a crowded stadium, everyone watching me. That is what I would love to do.
Okay. Next, if you could write your own law that everyone had to follow, what would it be?
Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's see. What if I have to write a law? Okay, if I have to write a law, but okay, I don't know if this. Well, I would like to say this is my own law, but if I have a law that I would love to push for, is I would
Mhm.
love to push for no corruption in the country because I'm just so sick of a country being corrupted.
Correct. Okay, next. If you could do anything without getting caught, what would it be?
Robbing a bank. Kidding. Actually, no, I'm not kidding. If I can do anything without getting caught, it's robbing a bank.
What else? Let us say singing inside the bathroom.
That
Did you?
but that's okay. I don't mind singing to anybody. Honestly, that's easy for me.
Okay, so next, let's have this one. What's the one thing you'd never say to your crush?
I never say to my crush is I love you. That's why we are not together. But it's okay. I'm happy to don't say that to her because I'm not ready for commitment. But yeah, I never say I love you.
Okay, this one. Mhm. If you could prank anyone without getting caught, who would it be and what would you do?
I don't. I always because my dad is a very serious guy, so I always love to prank my dad. But how would I prank my dad? Is I actually saw this prank on YouTube where they
Mhm.
put on the where they put on the car behind that says honk if
Mhm.
you're okay. I'm just gonna say honk if you're horny. So everybody's gonna be honking my dad's car, and he's gonna be wondering why they all horning me. So I would love to see his reaction.
Oh, all right. Next. Okay, so let's have this one. Would you rather eat fish food or cat food?
Fish food. No,
Mm.
wait, no, wait. I don't even know what's the difference, but you know what? I just rather eat cat food. I don't even know the difference.
Cat food? Would you like to eat cat food?
But I don't even know which one is worse. Which one is worse? I don't even know. I never even tried one. So since cat food is open air, while fish is for the water, so I'd rather just eat cat food.
Okay, next. What? When is the last time you lied to your parents and why?
When is the last time I lied to my parents? Let's see. You know what? Let's see when do I lie to my parents. Uh, Actually, I think the last time I lied to my parents is when I told my parents that I was going to see someone, but it's actually a girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, what animal most closely resembles you?
I'm not saying this because once again I'm always going to be honest. I honestly really feel like I resemble a lion because I always just want to be a king of the world, but in the lion is king of the jungle, but I just want to be the king of the world.
Wow. Thank you. Me,
Wait,
tiger.
what about you? What is it?
Tiger. A
Okay, why a
tiger.
tiger?
Because I was born on the year of the tiger.
Oh wow, okay, wow.
Yes. Okay, next. Let's have this. What would you say if you had to pretend to like a present?
I what do I have to say? Okay, I love you. Okay, depending on the person. If it's a guy, I say
Mm.
you're my bro, man. But if it's a girl, I love you, and you're the most prettiest guy I've ever met.
All right. Next, do you currently have a crush on anyone? And if so, how would you describe them or her?
Okay, all I can tell you is I don't have a specific crush, but I probably like I'll probably like to go. My goal. I'm just gonna share you. My ultimate goal is to. I just tell you, my ultimate goal is to go for a famous celebrity,
Mhm.
female. So for me, how would I describe her? Is she? Okay, I just say in this way. She is. She looks very goddess. That's how I would describe her.
Wow. Okay, next. I think she's lucky to have you soon or in the
The correct, no,
future.
no. It's not soon. It's still a long way, but I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
Yes. Okay, next question. What's your biggest turn on?
What is my biggest turn on? I think a powerful woman. I think that's my biggest turn on. Is when I hang out with a woman that knows what she wants, and she's just, and I can feel that she's very, how to say, whatever she wants goes away. That is what gets me turned on. A powerful woman.
Good. How many people have you kissed?
Oh damn. Uh,
Aside from your parents?
I no wait. I'm not including my parents, but all I can tell you is I'm a gentleman. So I think around 10 to 11 people. I think 11 people.
All right. Is it just a smack only or anything?
Uh, more than that. More
Okay,
than
so
that.
let's not talk about that because it's rated as PG.
Yes,
it's not
yes, definitely don't
it's
talk
not
about it.
necessary for those who are watching, for those children who are watching right now here at Facebook page.
Sorry.
Okay. This is just for entertainment only, guys. So
I
don't
hope you
mind.
guys are entertained.
Okay, next. This one. Let's have this. Have you ever had a crush on a teacher? And if so, who?
I definitely had a crush on a teacher, but it's let's see who. Okay, it's definitely not in Malaysia, but it was in Abu. It was when I was studying in an international school in Abu Dhabi.
Mm,
When I was in primary school. Yeah.
mm, all right. So your dad is came from where?
He's actually Malaysian, but he is mixed Danish and Malay, but he's living now in Abu Dhabi.
Okay. Danish. Do you know how to
Yeah,
speak that?
Denmark.
Do
I,
you know how to speak that language?
I regret, like I said, I regret when I was a young kid, I was very stubborn and very brainless. So I never learned
Mm.
Danish and Mandarin from my mom and dad.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's okay, no problem. The most important is you know how to speak in English because that's an international language,
But like I said,
right?
the additional points, if you know Danish and you know Mandarin and Cantonese, wow, you can go so much further,
Yeah,
right? What a waste.
yeah. You're almost perfect.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Next, this one. What is the most attractive feature of the human body for you?
Definitely the face. I think no matter what, the first thing that attracts another person is the face.
Okay. How about in what part of the face?
Ooh, the details. I think the eyes. I think the eyes is so powerful. Like if you don't even need to talk, and your eyes can just do the talking for you. I think it's the eyes.
Okay, next question. Have you ever met a famous person?
I met famous Malaysian person, but I never met internationally a famous person.
Okay. Have you ever ridden a horse?
Never. I never ridden a horse.
Okay. Can you speak more than one language?
Yes, I can speak English and Malay.
Example of Malay.
Saya suka kamu, which means I like you.
Wow. How about in greetings?
Apa kabar?
Apokabar. What does it?
Apa kabar? How are you?
Apakabar. Okay.
Yes. How are you?
Wow, Apakabar. How are you? Okay. How about in I love you? How do you translate it in Malay?
Saya cinta kamu.
Saya cinta kamu.
Yes. Saya cinta
Oh,
kamu. Hey, not
saya
bad. You're good
cinta
at Malay.
kamu. Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that. I have
No.
learned a lot from you.
No
And of
worries.
course, okay, so let's have this. Have you broken any bones in your body?
It's not a bone, but it's a muscle. But I never broke a bone. Only a muscle.
Me, I broke this one because
What?
this
What's
one.
that? Oh yeah, I can see it.
Uh,
Yeah. What happened?
During my what do you call this? Childhood, because I used to what do you call this? To climb a guava tree. So
What? Oh, okay.
unfortunately, I had an accident. So I got fall.
Oh my God! And you fell.
Yeah,
So so
yeah,
what? So it was really painful, right? Because you probably twist your arm and all, right?
correct, correct. It seems like I had no arm anymore during that time because
Oh my
I
God.
can't push or anything do with my arm. But of course, I can move it. I can move my finger during that time.
But how long did it took you to fully recover it to back to normal again where you can use it?
It takes 1 year, but of course, it's not normal anymore. I can't, hold my shoulder anymore. So something like this one only, unlike the other
Oh,
one.
okay, I understand, I
So,
understand, I
yeah.
understand. Yeah, yeah.
All right. So next question. Let's move on.
Wow, okay.
Okay. Let's have this one. Have you ever cooked a meal by yourself?
Yes, I did.
When was
I
that?
cook. I cook during the first lockdown. My mom's famous sambal prawn, but now I became so lazy, so I haven't been cooking for a while. But that was the first time I cooked.
All right. If you were to ask me, yes, I've been cooked a meal for myself always during my college years because I used to have to stay on my dormitory. So
Uh,
I live alone, and
what kind of food you
also
cook for though?
just like rice and noodles, something like that, and also
Oh, the simple
um
ones, is it?
yes,
Oh,
but I
okay,
know
okay, I
how to
understand.
what do you call this, to cook our, let us say, adobo,
Oh, okay,
adobong
okay, I understand.
baboy, yeah, yes, the meat, and
Is
also
it nice?
yes, of course, it's really nice and delicious. And also
Okay.
I also cook I also fry egg. Yeah,
Okay. Definitely have to try that fried egg of yours.
correct. Okay, let's move on. This one. Have you ever wished to fly?
You mean fly, like really fly to the sky?
Yes, yes.
Of course, I definitely wish to fly. I would love to fly. Just imagine the amount of time you save by just learning how to fly.
I also wished during my childhood time because my favorite movie, or movie that time was Peter Pan. Do you remember?
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah,
Peter
I
Pan.
love it. I love it.
Yes, because he used to fly anywhere. So that's why I was wondering why he knows how to fly, and also
And we cannot learn how to fly, huh? Sometimes don't you think God is unfair sometimes? Kidding, kidding.
yeah. Okay, so we are still blessed to have a unique life, right?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But I don't mind adding flying to my unique life.
Okay, next. This one. Can you lead music?
Can I lead a music?
Yes.
What I mean by lead a music, like lead everyone singing with me or what?
Yeah, yes.
I thought I can lead in anything. Definitely music. I think I also can lead.
Okay. Next. Have you ever walked in the snow barefoot?
Never. But I don't. If you dare me to do it, I'll do it. But I never walk in the snow barefoot.
Okay. Next. This one. Uh-huh. Have you ever cried at the movie theater?
If the movie is sad, always. So yes, I've cried in the movie theater.
Okay. Next, have you ever laughed so hard that milk shot out of your nose?
Yes, many times, many times.
especially when you're watching comedy movie, right?
it's it's never about watching movies when you're with your friends and they tell you a
Uh,
really funny joke. Then
oh
I'll laugh.
yeah. Okay. Next, have you ever gotten homesick at the camp?
Yes, I got homesick. I
Okay.
got the
Have
homesick.
you ever done 25 push-ups consecutively?
I can do it, but I never. I did it. Yeah, I did it during Mr. Tourism World. I did it.
Wow. Okay, next. Have you hugged someone today?
I always hug my mother not just today, every day. So I always hug
Okay, next.
her.
This one. Have you received okay, not like this because it's not related to your okay, this one. Have you ever seen a moose?
I never seen in real life, but I saw it on TV. So never saw in real
Mm,
life.
okay. Have you ever done a split
Uh,
during your
I
workout?
I did a split, but I can never achieve doing a perfect split.
Okay, I tried to do it during my what do you call this college years, but it's really hard.
It's so hard.
Yeah,
I don't know, especially how you can do it perfectly. So hats off to whoever tried to do it perfectly.
correct. Okay, let's move on to would you rather questions. Let's have this
Okay,
one. Would you rather have to sit all day or stand all day?
sit all day.
Would you rather super sensitive taste or super sensitive hearing?
Super sensitive hearing.
Would you rather be too hot or too cold?
Too cold.
Okay. Would you rather live in a cave or live in a tree house?
Tree house.
Would you rather be a deep sea diver or an astronaut?
Astronaut.
Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible?
Oh, that's a good one. Uh, I think invin. I think. Wow, that's a good one. Well, that's a good one. Would you rather? I think
Invisible, would you?
I think I want to say invincible because it's so good, but I just don't even think why I need to be invincible. So I just probably say fly. Even
Mm,
invincible, it will be a nice power to have, but I don't even think I need to use it.
okay, next. Would you rather go what do you call this? Bald or be forever cursed to have terrible haircuts?
Terrible haircuts.
Okay. Would you rather live in a giant desert or a giant desert?
One is desert. What's the other one? Sorry.
A giant desert or a giant desert?
Or dessert.
Yes, desert
Uh,
and
de-
desert.
definitely dessert.
Okay. What's your favorite dessert?
Molten lava cake.
Okay. Would you rather have no eyebrows or only one eyebrow?
I think no, because if I rather don't have one, I rather don't have all. So no eyebrows.
It's very strange if you have only one eyebrow.
But it's also a good thing because when you take picture, you can always look where whichever side you have eyebrows. So it's a good thing. So maybe I might change my answer, but I rather have none.
Okay, next. Would you rather be born with an elephant trunk or a giraffe neck?
A giraffe neck.
It's very long.
Better than a trunk.
Correct. Okay, next. Would you rather have a six-pack abs or a free six-pack of beer every night?
Abs.
Definitely.
Wait, what about you? What about you? Would you have an abs or a beer?
Of course, I don't drink anymore.
Oh, you see, that's why I also don't
Yeah.
like to drink, so that's why it's an easy one for me.
Before I used to drink, but occasional only.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So
Yeah.
apps as well for you?
Yes, abs. I want to have some abs.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Let's have this one. Would you rather have a tarantula or a lobster as a bed mate?
I think a tarantula, because lobster is so boring.
Correct. Okay. Next. Let's have this one. Would you rather have a wet socks on your feet for a year or a dry socks on your hands for a year?
Wet socks on my feet for a year.
Okay. Would you rather be rich or be poor and find true love?
Rich anytime.
But there's no true love.
It's okay because for me is if I'm just telling you because if you got true love and you got no money, you will never be true love.
Correct. Okay. Next. So just being practical, right?
Yes, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's have this. Would you rather have one wish granted today or three wishes granted for 5 years from now?
Three wish granted for 5 years from now.
Okay. Would you rather have no finger or no eyes?
Hmm. Let's see. No finger or no eyes. No fingers.
No fingers.
Yeah.
Correct. Because if you have no eyes, you can see the beauty of the world, right?
But it's also if you got no fingers, you can't do anything. But I rather see the beauty of the world. Might be so sad though. You can see but can't do anything. That'd be so sad.
Correct. Okay, next. Would you rather live forever or die for the next 5 minutes?
Live forever. Actually, okay. Since you put it die in the 5 minutes, I definitely don't want to die in 5 minutes. But I definitely want to live
Just only
forever.
5 minutes, right?
That's why such a wish. If they tell me if I would die maybe 50 years from now, I don't mind. But I don't want to. I also don't want to live forever. But I rather live forever than die in 5 minutes.
And then you will I know wake up again, right?
That's why. No,
After
I
five
rather live
minutes.
forever. I rather live forever.
Okay, next. Would you rather play video games or go an outdoor adventure?
uh, I think go on. I think play video games.
Okay. Next. Would you rather live in a perpetual summer heat or a perpetual winter?
What by perpetual you mean like a typical summer heat? Is it?
Yeah. Yes.
I would rather live in a perpetual winter.
Okay. Would you rather hang with a few friends or go to a big party?
I rather hang out with a few friends.
Correct. Especially nowadays, diba? If,
Uh, I wasn't thinking about the COVID, but in general, I'm just done with the party life already. I partied too much before.
okay. Next. This one. Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you rather have adventure or relaxation?
Relaxation.
Okay. Would you rather have fame and fortune or love and wisdom?
I think fame and fortune.
All right.
Fame and
Because
fortune.
it comes follows, right?
That's why I mean,
Okay.
money is everything. Kidding.
Correct. Okay. Next, would you rather have a child who is smart or a child who is kind?
Smart.
Mhm. Okay. Next, would you rather never have to work again or never have to sleep again?
Never have to sleep again.
Okay.
I
Would
hate
you ra-
sleeping.
would you rather never play or play but always lose?
Sorry, what's the question?
Would you rather never play or play but always lose?
I would rather not play.
Okay. Next, let's have this one. This or that. This one.
Sorry,
Mm,
is that a question?
uh,
This or that?
yes, the question is this or that. Hold on. Uh-huh. Wait, because my internet is, slow.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I thought the question is just this or that. Oh, okay, okay.
Yes,
My
this
answer
or
was gonna
that.
be this.
Okay, next. Let's have this. This or that. Autumn, spring,
Spring,
beach or forest,
beach,
flowers or trees,
flowers,
crystal or herbs,
crystal,
green grass or autumn leaves,
green grass,
night sky or bright blue sky,
night sky,
sunrise or sunset,
sunset,
cliffs or grassy hills,
grassy hills,
hiking or surfing,
hiking,
early bird or night owl,
night owl,
smoothie or soda,
smoothie,
east coast or west coast,
west coast,
left-handed or right-handed,
right-handed.
middle part or side part,
What I mean by middle part, side part? Is it my hair?
anything,
Oh, okay, okay. Middle,
sweet or salty,
sweet,
neutrals or colorful,
colorful,
online shopping or in-store shopping,
in-store shopping anytime.
sun bath or get in the water,
Uh, sunbath,
spontaneous or planner,
spontaneous,
drive-ins or movie theater,
movie theater,
hair up or hair down,
hair up anytime.
coffee or tea,
Tea,
jelly or honey,
honey,
coffee shop or parks,
coffee shop,
digital or vinyl,
vinyl,
this one, chocolate or vanilla,
vanilla,
introvert or extrovert.
extrovert,
All right, just one. Hot cocoa with milk or eggnog with rum.
I think the first one,
Hot cocoa. Okay. White lights or colored white lights.
colored lights,
Fake tree or real tree.
blue tree,
Christmas socks or Christmas sweaters.
Christmas sweater,
Gingerbread cookies or sugar cookies.
gingerbread,
Traditional Christmas music or pop Christmas music.
traditional,
All right. So this one. Funny or sweet.
funny,
Okay. Letterboard or florals.
florals,
Target or small bees.
target,
Mhm. This one. Mostly me or mostly kids?
what's the first one? Mostly what? Sorry, mostly me.
Mostly me. Me.
Oh, me. Oh, mostly me
Relatable.
then.
Okay. Relatable or aspirational?
Aspirational.
Okay. This one. Uh, sweet or informative?
Informative.
Okay. Next. Uh, this one. Hot tub or game room?
Game room.
Sauna or gym?
Gym.
Extra guest room or dedicated office?
Dedicated office.
Large living area or separate dining room?
Separate dining room.
Okay. Open floor plan or great view?
Uh, open floor plan.
Milk or honey?
Honey.
Optimistic or pessimistic?
Optimistic.
Stardust or moon dust?
Stardust.
Affectionate or intimidating?
Affectionate.
A homebody or an adventurer?
Adventurer.
Living in the moment or dreaming for the future?
Living in the moment.
Creative or logical?
Creative.
A modern mind or born in the wrong era?
A modern mind.
Okay, this one. Vintage dinner or old-fashioned cinema?
Vintage dinner.
Rainy afternoon in a museum or sunny day at the carnival?
Sunny day at the carnival.
Strawberry lemonade or hot chocolate?
Strawberry lemonade.
Mountaintop picnic or submarine adventure?
Mountaintop picnic.
Sparklers in July or bonfires in November?
Bonfire in November.
Tears of happiness or belly aching laughter?
Tears of happiness.
Okay. Freckles or fireworks?
Fireworks.
Okay, so let's have our last this or that.
All right.
Okay, this one. Sushi or steamboat?
Sushi.
Takoyaki or dorayaki?
Takoyaki.
Waffle or pretzels?
Waffles.
Cheese meatball or cheese nugget?
Cheese meatball.
Fried fries or potato mash?
Fried fries.
Pizza Hut or hamburger?
Hamburger.
Okay, Dunkin' Donuts or uh this one. I don't think if you had this one. Auntie Anne's.
I never had them, so Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay. Savory or sweet?
Savory.
Dinner or breakfast?
Dinner.
Nutella or peanut butter?
Peanut butter.
Okay. Sunday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay. So, last question. Who is Daniel Hansen?
Daniel Hansen is an ordinary person, but he's just a very ambitious person who just wants to conquer the world.
Wow. Thank you so much, Daniel, for your
Oh my god!
time.
Thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun. I never had so much fun like this before. Thank you.
All right. We really appreciate your presence here at Pageant Trend. And we all know that you are too busy for this upcoming Mr. Tourism World 2020 coronation. And I know you're still part of that organization. So kindly promote the Mr. Tourism World 2020 pageant, and also, of course, where can we find you, your social medias, and also the Mr. Tourism World activities that they have this year.
Okay. So okay, we just start me because my one's very simple. You can just find me on Instagram. I'm mostly active on Instagram, but Facebook you also can find me. So through Daniel Hansen, and as for Mr. Tourism World, what I can say about Mr. Tourism World is it's going to be very exciting because it's going to be a very serious pageant coming up. So many candidates and much more. I can say better than me back then. So I'm looking forward to find out who's the new winner. As you can see, I'm the winner. So all the best to the up and coming contestants. You know you have to a big shoe to fill in, so it's going to be tougher for you guys. But nevertheless, I'm looking forward to find out. As for the activities, I haven't got the activities yet, but once I got it, you'll be the first person I'll share it with. So I can't wait to start telling you all. Definitely there will be pageant week, so it's going to be exciting, and I'll definitely be talking more about it. So stay tuned and let's find out who will be the new Mr. Tourism 2021.
Correct. And also, don't forget to follow the Instagram account of Mr. Tourism World
Oh, yes.
official, and
And
also
the
follow Daniel Hansen's Instagram account, so that you can have more updates about his journey, and also what do you call this, life, updates about his life. Diba?
sorry if I'm a boring person, but enjoyed it.
Correct. Okay, so any last message to your to the candidates of Mr. Tourism World, and also advice?
Okay, my last advice or last comment to all of them is number one is then most importantly is always just believe in yourself, because if you go on this journey and you don't believe in yourself, I promise you you're never going to win. So you just have to believe in yourself, because if you believe that you are the best, you are the best, but you have to just have that belief. And number two is make sure come in well prepared. You know pageant, what pageant is all about. Like I always say, I'd rather be good at everything than be the best at one thing. So be a jack of all trades, know what is your criteria, and come into the competition and get ready to impress the judges and me. All the best, guys. Can,
Wow, that's a great advice for them. Okay, so another message to your fans and supporters from all
no
over the
problem.
world.
Okay, well, I'm honored, but can.
Okay.
Sorry.
Message.
Sorry. I thought, okay.
Message.
Okay, and a message to my fans all over the world. Okay, I just want to tell to all of you for thank you for being so supportive of my journey. Especially, I realized that you know what I noticed about my fans is they are very supportive of me, what and everything and anything I do until today. So I just want to tell you guys that thank you for being supportive, and I promise you that I'm not just here to just disappear. I promise you that I'm going to be entertaining you all in a very good way for the rest of your life. So sit back, relax, and enjoy my ride.
Correct. So guys, don't forget to follow him on his Instagram account if you have more questions about his pageant journey and also life, about love life or anything,
Love life.
something up.
Okay.
Yeah,
I try to help.
about updates about his life. So you can follow his Instagram account. Just type Daniel Hansen. Okay.
Yeah.
And of course, thank you so much, Daniel, for your time. And we are so proud of you of
Thank you.
having that title, and that you really deserve to
Oh, thank
become
you
the
so
Mr.
much.
Tourism World 2019. And you really inspired a lot
Oh,
of,
thank you so much. I just want to say
yeah,
thank you, Pageant Trend, for having me. The minute you asked me to came, I knew I just have to come on. Anytime, anytime, anywhere, I'll always be here with you for life. Thank you so much for having me.
you're welcome. And good luck on your next journey. And I know you will become a successful man soon or in the near future.
Okay,
Just
soon is still soon, but in the near future, I will. Thank you. In the near future, in the near future.
yes. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And don't forget to follow us on our Instagram account, Pageant Trend, and also here at the Facebook page, Pageant Trend. Don't hesitate to follow us also. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pageant Trend. So after this, you'll be seeing in our Pageant Trend YouTube channel. If you missed this live interview session with Mr. Tourism World 2019, Daniel Hansen, all the way from Malaysia. Yeah, okay. So the pride of Malaysia, as always. Thank you, Daniel, and have a blessed Saturday evening here in the Philippines. And also, I think it's evening there also, right?
Yeah, it's
In
also evening here.
Malaysia. Yeah, so have a nice weekend days, guys. And please don't forget to take care of yourself and
Oh,
always wash your hands um, if you're going to go outside. Don't forget to wear face mask and have an extra careful with yourself because virus is everywhere. So you need to have an extra careful with yourself.
I
um,
agree.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and um, see you on my next interview session. So, guess what? Who will be my next guest? So, thank you so much, guys, and God bless, and mabuhay Philippines, and to all over the world.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. Bye, everyone.